Yeah.
Hey, and we are live. Good night. Good night, Mary. Or good night to your end. Good night from my end, or good evening from my end. Thank you so much for being here, for accepting this invitation to come and share a bit of your journey and knowledge as well with our followers. And good night, everyone, as well, or good day, or good morning, which part of the world you are. It's Alberta here, your Islander girl, coming to you live with an amazing and successful entrepreneur. And I get so inspired by Mary. And I've interviewed her a couple of times, but she's got a lot to share more. So that's why I keep bringing her on here. She doesn't do only our online business, but she has a lot of experiences from running a traditional business as well, and with her experience as an accountant. So it is my pleasure to have you here, Mary, tonight. And yeah, let's just know a little bit about you. Um, what you do. A lot of followers may want to know you, and then I can continue on with my little introduction. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Alberta. Thank you. It's a privilege to be here and to be on this live chat with you, especially. And you're a role model for a lot of us. And for everyone out there, good evening or good morning or good afternoon, whatever time of the day, the night it is, where you're listening from. And thank you for listening into to our session. Just to introduce myself, I'm Mary. I'm from Papua New Guinea, and technology allows us to sit in the comfort of our home and talk to each other, chat to each other, and chat to all of you who are out there listening. I'm a mother of three, and a grandmother of seven. I'm an accountant by profession, as Alberta had indicated. I worked in a corporate office for about 37 years, and that's a long, long time.
Wow.
10 years ago, I decided that it was time for a change in the work lifestyle. It was more about flexibility, working according to your own time and all of that, because 37 years was such a long time working for someone else and working according to someone else's time, as we said. So, yeah, so 10 years ago, I decided to come out of that red race and just work for myself. And it's been a very, very enjoyable journey so far. And then I'm a proud digital owner as well, and I've taken it up because it's very exciting, and I'll tell you why later on. But yeah, this is it. This is me. Yeah, thank you so much.
Wow. Amazing, amazing, Mary. And I haven't met, I call her my choker girl. I call her my choker girl. I haven't met her before, but through this online business, we just connected and we, blended in together. And I get inspired by Mary because she's got a lot of that 37 experience. I'm an accountant by profession, but I don't think I would have lasted 37 years like what Mary did. I thought it's for me it was I wanted change every 3 or 4 years. I wanted to learn something new every time. So I would, get uncomfortable where I would be sitting. And then also at the same time, I'm thinking, hang on, I'm looking at this, reports and all these things. What am I doing? Is it mine? I always question myself and say,
Yeah.
if I can run this, I believe I can run my own business. And that's how I was searching. I did a couple of things, and then I switched to nursing, thinking that, let me learn a bit of nursing and then see how it goes there. When I went to nursing, it's all the same thing. It's all the same story. Whatever we're looking for, I don't know what I was looking for. I was looking to learn something new in a new environment. So nursing came. It demanded more of my time. My weekend was taken off. Like in my accounting job, I would be only doing it 5 days a week, right? and weekend will be off. But in the nursing career, it's more of like, 7 days a week, 24, hours. And that took a lot of my time. So I was still searching until I came across this amazing opportunity, which I've met Mary here, and I'm so grateful. And a lot of, other successful entrepreneurs as well. So now back to our question. Mary, can you tell everyone? Because a lot of people still see this business that we're doing, and a lot of people still are, confused or still have a lot of doubts about it. The question that I would like to, you to answer for them is, why do you think it's important to start an online business today, or in 2023, or going forward? And that's a question that, as you, as a baby boomer, I would call you baby boomer, not in a sense that it puts off other baby boomers, but I get inspired as you were there when the internet wasn't there, and now that you are tapping onto something that's called technology, where a lot of people in your same age group are afraid of. Why would you like to answer the question and make it make that fear of people, whatever they're thinking, at
Yeah.
ease, or their mind at ease? So this is the question that we get a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, why start an online business? Why it is so important at this time? And probably we'll go back 2020 when COVID hit.
Yeah,
Everybody started changing, right?
yeah,
No one ever thought that they would work from home. It was a big change for a lot of people, having to say, we've got to distance ourselves, and we've got to be apart, and you got to be working from home. What made that possible? That was the first thing.
did we lose you, Mary? I believe her internet connection is playing up. But yes, what Mary is really sharing there is something that we should think about, in 2020, 2019, and going towards 2020. What has happened? A lot of people, especially us here in Melbourne, and not in
Pushed people
Melbourne only.
online.
Okay, she's back.
Yeah, we had a bit of a glitch there, but hopefully, maybe I can repeat myself about,
Yes,
the change was possible to work from home because of technology. People never thought it was possible, but technology made it possible, where people were able to work from home, were able to work from any part of the world, really. Yeah.
yeah,
And so, why not? Why not do something online? What's stopping us from doing something online? And as we said, this is the trend of things. Technology is now the way to go. And according to our statistics, we have 3 billion people around the globe that are using technology to buy stuff online.
yeah,
And for you and me, Alberta, that's our customer base in this business we're doing, right? We have
yes,
3 billion people at our disposal.
yes,
And
definitely.
people are looking for customers everywhere. For us, we're looking online, and we have 3 billion people, possible customers out there that we can take advantage of. So technology is a way to go, and that's the reason why it's so important to go with the trend of things. Yeah. So then you're up there with everybody else, around the globe. Why do you want to be left behind? Why do you want to be left behind? And the other thing also is that, with technology, you are able to work smart. Yeah, you still have to work hard, but
Yeah,
I think the advantage of working smart overrides working hard. It gives
yeah,
you that enjoyment.
Yeah.
You enjoy it a lot more, even though you work hard, but working using technology is more enjoyable than having to be working, with heavy lifting heavy things, in a traditional business. And like you said, I'm also doing traditional business as well, and I can tell the big difference. I can tell the big difference when I'm working on this business. I can work anywhere around the world because technology is everywhere. Internet is
Yeah.
everywhere. Whereas if you have a traditional business, you confined to a space, you confined to a location. Whereas when you're using technology as a platform to do whatever you're doing, there's no boundaries and there's no limit. Yeah. And so, that's why it is so important. And you only don't want to be limited to your location. You want to expand and you want to learn from others as well globally. And
Yeah.
that's how we grow. And these are some of the things that are important to why it's important to be doing a business online. I think it's got a lot of advantages, and the way the world is moving, it's technology nowadays.
Yeah.
Everybody's going online. And I mean, the latest trip I took, in November, I was surprised that everything is online. To actually go and order your food, you have to press buttons to actually, order your food and pay it, and then you there to go and collect it. So why be left behind? Technology is a way to go. Yeah.
I love that. I love that, Mary, and how you've shared you know about COVID. COVID, you know, taught us a lesson, a big lesson. But it also gave us, so many blessings to look on, technology. We're so blessed and we're so grateful to have technology because it connected us to the world. This is how, especially us in Melbourne, that this is how we ordered our food. This is how we ordered our shopping because we were not allowed. And this is how we connected to families and friends and even workmates because we were not allowed to even get out of our house. And that really, pushed me to say, hey, Alberta, are you gonna spend, start thinking about working smarter than what you're doing? Because in my healthcare career, I was scared, because I was working amongst COVID patients and looking at it as a healthcare, worker. Which is it fair for me to bring COVID home, to my young, especially the little one? So that's when I stepped back and I said, hang on, I think there's something here. There's a reason why this thing is happening. I have to step back and have a look. So that's when I really looked at the business model that we're using right now in our online, and I said, this is something that would allow me, even if COVID, goes away. This is something that I can lean on and say, I've got something on my hands. And a lot of people who have traditional businesses or online businesses, they will tell you 110% of their sale came from something online because they use technology. Traditionally, the sale was never, if you compare the data from when the technology came about, you will see that technology brought a lot of sale to 110 over 110% of sales margin. In whatever business you're doing, if you're a business person, and it boosts sales by 25, 15%, 25, 30%, and more. And a lot of business owners here will agree with me, even those that are running traditional businesses, even, the schools, the universities. The universities, everything was online. A lot of people studied online. It gave an opportunity for them to study. So I looked at it and I said, hang on, why can't we do something as well to earn? And this is what now we're trying to share. So thank you for that, Mary. And that trip of yours really inspired me as well, because how would I have known that you've taken that dream life trip? I watched you and I followed you, and a lot of people that followed you will resonate with what I'm saying. I learned a lot. You enjoyed yourself and you shared a lot of your experiences, and it was like we virtually were there with you, right? Things that we didn't know, you brought it closer to us, and that was amazing. That was beautiful. And I love the part where the skydiving, which took away your fear. And I'm thinking, hang on, how can Mary do that? I need to do that one day and take off that fear in me as well. So a lot of people that are watching us and have these questions, they lean on fear. That's the problem with them, and they still don't understand what we do. So coming back to our next question, um, is the business that we are doing doable, and how? So would you
Yeah,
mind sharing?
my experience of having done something similar to what we're doing now offline, um, made me to think when I started hearing about technology, and I'm saying definitely, somebody will come up with something to use, technology to run the same business. Okay. And so, I was, because when I walked out of my corporate job, first 3 years was so critical for me because it is a complete shift
Yeah.
from working in an organization to now working for yourself, and you are it. You are everything to your business. So you got to have that total mindset shift. And the first 3 years, the internet was my hub for learning. I had to learn a lot of things. And while I was learning, I was also observing what was happening online
Mm.
as well. And this is how I came to appreciate that, yes, you can do business online as well. Okay. And sometimes you can work things together. You can put one and one together, and you can say, yeah, that's possible also online. And it was very similar to what I had done before, but using technology. And this is exactly the business. This is exactly the business we're doing now. Exactly. Yeah. And when I found out, I didn't have any hesitation whatsoever. Yeah. Is it doable? Yes, it is. The system itself, somebody very smart was also observing technology and how technology can be used to do business, how technology can be used to actually reach out to those 3 billion customers that are out there buying online. Okay. So it is doable. It is happening. You and I are seeing the fruits of this business. Yeah.
Yeah.
All you need to do, you need to have that mindset of you want to learn, you be open to learning, and you be open to being coachable. Okay.
Yeah.
I always say, maybe every session of mine on this chat, I always say, I'm a baby boomer. We
Yeah.
don't, technology is not our thing. But am I scared? No. Why would I want to be left behind? I'm here
Mm.
learning with you guys. Yes,
Mm.
I can be slower than you, Alberta, but I am there with you. I'm learning as I'm going along. And, I have a curious mind, and I want to learn, and I want to, and I want to grow. Learning is about growing as well. And so this business, gets me to grow every day, because technology is something that is changing very rapidly. So you got to
Yeah.
keep up with the changes, and the changes are always for the better. That something better is happening all the time with our business processes and the way we do this business. So
Mm.
it is doable, and the way it is because you are using technology to do a lot of your work for you, and therefore that allows you time to be doing multiple things. This era, we find that we're always busy with so many things.
Yeah.
So why don't you want to work with a platform that can allow you to have some time back for you to do other things? And this is exactly what this business is giving us.
Mm.
Okay. And that's a testimony. It's a testimony. I
Yeah.
was able to go away, enjoy myself. The business was still running. I didn't have to leave it behind and go. It was going with me. That's how smart this platform is. Yeah.
And
So yeah, there you
I
go.
could still
Do
see you.
away. That's the way it works. It works anywhere, as long as
Uh,
there's internet, of course. Yeah.
the amazing thing is while you're enjoying your trip as well and your time there, you're also getting results. That's the beauty of this business, and that's exactly what Mary is talking about. You don't have to look for customers because we have 8 billion. There's so many people online, and I've I see a lot of people say, oh, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at this. I get a lot of this. Oh, was I and Mary good at that? No, but the technology allowed us to do that. And if we're living proof of it, anyone else can do this and can use the system and the platform that we're using. So you know our business doesn't discriminate. You don't need a degree to do this, but you must be willing to learn. You must have the desire. You must have a dream. You must have a big dream to go beyond, what you know. And you must be coachable, as what Mary have said. It's doable. You've got technology there. You're on Facebook. We utilize Facebook. One of the social media platforms that we use is Facebook. A lot of people say they're not on Facebook. Fine, you can also use other platforms like YouTube.
Yeah.
We have YouTube, we have Google, we have LinkedIn. LinkedIn's all professionals, they use that to find a job. Why can't
Yeah.
you use that to run a business? You'll be you'll be surprised that you will succeed, because a lot of our community have succeeded using LinkedIn, YouTube, Pinterest, and all those other social media platforms. So it's all about, knowing, you're limited to what you know, but we have, an open door and information for you. If you need it, we've got a training that you can do and run your digital business from anywhere and everywhere you go. You don't need to convince, and you're not recruiting people. That's the best part of it. And you're not selling anything. And that's the beauty of our business. That's why we love it, because we only do attraction. We attract people. Do you want to own a digital business in 2023? We're here to guide you and coach you and mentor you through into your successful journey as well. And this is exactly why we're coming tonight here, just to share. And there's more into it. There's more learning. You have to be open-minded about it. There's a lot of learning, and there's a lot of sacrifice as well that you need to do, because our success is totally different. When Mary is saying slower, I don't see any slow in here. Mary is doing really well. And everyone here is doing really well. And I can see the growth in everyone. It may, a lot of people see success in a different way. But for us, it's personal growth, professional growth, knowing more things that you never knew before, and still learning, connecting with like-minded people. That's growth. And while we do that, we're also, improving our leadership skills. And that's one of the best. Like, I used to never talk in front here. And one day I'm talking to Mary, and Mary said, I always did that Toastmasters, yeah? That you shared with me the first interview. And I can still remember when I was, went into Toastmasters, and I was shivering. I can't even talk in front of people. But this business has really allowed me to grow myself and to develop myself, the confidence as well. And a lot of us as well, not me only, Mary and others as well. So if you have that coachable mindset, reach out to Mary or any of us here. We're more than happy to help you.
Yeah.
So let's just acknowledge a few. There's so many people watching us, actually. There's Wilford saying, very interesting. Thank you, Wilford. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm
Wilford.
sure you're getting a lot of value out of this. Thank you so much. We also have Kathy saying, hi, ladies, watching live from Austria. Good
Hi,
night,
Kathy.
Bong Susa. We also have Elsie saying good night, watching from Port Moresby.
Hi,
Good
Elsie.
night. Thank you, Elsie. We also have Esther Vahav. Hi, ladies, watching from Queensland, Australia. Good night,
Hi,
Susa.
Esther.
Thank you. We also have Martha. Good night.
Hi, Martha.
Thank you. Thank you, Martha, for tuning in. We also have Dinah. Hello, ladies, watching from Melbourne, Australia.
Hi,
Thank you,
Diana.
Dinah. We also have Ila. Ilalan, watching from Kokopois, New Britain. Wow, marum layu Ila. Thank you for tuning in. And we also have Genevieve saying learning and growing.
Yeah.
And now,
Hi,
thank you, thank
Genevieve.
you. There's a lot of learning and growing in this journey. Thank you. And Eddie saying powerful session, coaches watching from Biala.
Passing
Thank
West.
you. Thank you, Eddie, passing West. Thank you for tuning in. And Joycelyn tuning in here in Goroka.
Hi, Joyce.
Hi, Joycelyn. Thank you. Thank you for helping and supporting us. So, my last question to you is what's your message to everyone that's tuning in? Now, any last, I wouldn't say advice, but I will say takeaway words for those that are watching and those that will be watching this replay as well on
Yeah. Yeah, for those of you who watching who haven't joined this business, or you may be considering, you may be wondering, we are here. I mean, we get a lot of people saying it's a scam. And I've been, like I said, I've spent a lot of time on internet, and I know I can tell what is a scam and what is not. Now, for Alberta and I to be here showing our face to all of you who are watching and who are going to be watching the replay of this video, we are real people. The two of us are Papua New Guineans. He's based in Australia. I'm based here in Port Moresby. We are real people. We're coming to you and we're sharing what is genuine. If it is a scam, we wouldn't be showing our face to all of you. Now, if you get a link from any one of us, you know who our names are, and you can see that our names are on the link. So you can join the dots together. Yeah. And so, this is a real business. Yeah. And it's out there, it's for you. It may be for you, it may not be for you. But the thing is this: if you want to learn something new, you got to give yourself permission to actually view the information. Okay? You don't know what you don't know. Only when you view the information that you will become aware of what is out there and what is possible. Okay? If you cannot learn anything, then you're not growing. You consider dead, really. Yeah. And therefore, your life will be the life that you expect it to be. We all create our own life in what we do. And so it's entirely up to you. We're here sharing information, and we're sharing knowledge for everybody to either take it or not take it. That's entirely your choice. But we are two genuine people here, and we're sharing that information because we're benefiting from it, and we want to share it with everyone who's there to at least have a look at the information, view it, and then make your own decision whether it is for you or it is not for you. Because like we say, this business can be for anyone, but it's not for everyone. Yeah.
yeah.
So, if you're a person who's curious like me, and if I did a sky jump from 13,000 feet, not fearing anything, yeah, yeah. What's fear? Fear is nothing. It's an illusion that we put up in our mind that stops us from having success in our lives. Yeah. So beat that fear and view the information and know for yourself whether it is for you or it's not for you. Yeah. And we're happy if you view it. We're happy if you don't. That's entirely yours. Yeah. Everyone is responsible for their own life. Yeah. And for me and Alberta, we want to have the best life we want for ourselves. And we're looking for ways to make that happen. And joining the digital business is one way we want to make that happen. Yeah,
Mm.
entirely up
Thank
to you.
you.
But thank you so much, yeah, for listening to us and for having to view our live chat. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mary, so much for that beautiful message. And I love that, there's new changes as well that just come about in our community as well, where there's, the traffic or what organic traffic is increasing. And I can't, wait to see people growing more. It allows, everyone to be inclusive, and none of any business owners will be outside. So thank you so much. If you want more information, reach out to Mary or I. Our websites are there. The first thing you must do is you must always go and watch our free session. That's the first foremost thing that you must do. It's very important, because then only you will know if it's for you or not. As Mary have stated, this is not for everyone, but for me and Mary, yes, we've got a desire to leave that, whatever it is that we have, and we know the digital world will make it happen. I love this business. I've just achieved one of my biggest dream, having my mom's, house built, her dream home completed. That's one of the testimonies I can share. Thank you. And that's one of the things that I get satisfied, because I want to see my mom enjoy that, benefit that I am making out of my online business. And for my career, for my healthcare job, it wouldn't be possible for me to do this, because it's a slow process in the healthcare. How much do they pay me will not give me, my mom, a better home. And so, if we're going, and Mary has gone on a world tour, if all of us can enjoy this, why can't you? There's nothing should be stopping you from that, but only fear. So reach out, watch our free webinar. It's every Wednesdays and Fridays. And then you really know whether it's yours or not. Otherwise, if it's not yours, let it go. But if it's yours, continue on to the next step. So that was it. Thank you so much. We'll just acknowledge more of this. There's more people commenting. Zita is watching from the Solomon. Good night, Susa. Thank you. And Jocelyn is saying good night to you both. I really love the changes introduced yesterday. Looking forward to move forward with you all. Definitely, we're building leaders in 2023. You will really know it well only if you join the community. This is a real and legitimate business. And Raylene is saying, great session, powerful ladies watching from WeWork. It's epic. Wow, thank
Hi,
you.
Raylene. Yeah.
Thank you, Raylene. Also, Marcia is saying, thank you, Mary and Alberta. Very interesting session.
Hi,
Thank
Marcia.
you. Hi, Marcia. And Sophie, Tupla Power Mary watching from West New Britain. Thank you,
Marum.
Sophie.
Yeah.
Marum loyal. And that has come to our end of live. We'll come back again with some, more educational session. But thank you so much again, Mary, for your time to come and share here. And thank you everyone as well for your time, for tuning in. And those that will be watching this replay as well, I hope you will find value in our live chat. With that, we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Good night.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.